What is going on, guys? Psycho here, and welcome back to the Bedrock Guide. And in this episode, we're going to need some obsidian. To get obsidian, we got to find a pool of lava. I have not yet found any lava in this world, but I did a little bit of exploration between episodes, and I think I might have found a spot where it could possibly be. I didn't get too deep into it because I got a little ballsy and, you know, things happened. My levels are gone again. And but yeah, now I think I've got my head right and I'm ready to get over there and do this with you guys. But before we go, we definitely want to try to feed these cows and let them make some more cows. So what do we want to take with us? We're going to want to take, obviously, a bucket of water with us. We're going to need some torches. I'm taking one of each type of pickaxe. I'm going to have to make another stone pickaxe as well. We're going to want a stack of stone, maybe some shovels, torches for sure. Let's go ahead and make 2 more pickaxes just in case. I'm not sure that we'll need them, but you know, it doesn't hurt for sure. I'm taking 1 iron pickaxe just in case we see some gold or some diamonds or anything else that we want to mine with iron. I am taking a bow with me and some arrows. The arrows I'm actually going to put in my offhand. And I might be able to make some more. Do I have any flint? I can make some more arrows. I'm going to make some more arrows. So to make arrows, we place the sticks here, the feathers that we've gotten from the chickens, and the flint that we've gotten from the gravel. And then what I like to do is place the arrows in my offhand so it doesn't take up any extra spots. And then we're just going to put the extras back in there. We take a stack of logs. We're going to take, you know, a bunch of building blocks. You never know when you're going to need to build up or down. Again, I said I'm taking a bow. I'm actually going to move. What am I going to move? Let's move the shovel out. The chances of having to use that in a pinch are pretty slim. Move that there, and we're going to leave the wheat behind. And let's do this right here. We want the torches to be close to the sword because we will be using the sword and the torches both quickly together to light stuff up. And then we'll go ahead and move that right there. So actually, just kidding, we're gonna put the blocks here. That way we're able to, you know, block ourselves off if we have to. And I think this should work. Obviously some food. Yeah, so swords, stack of wood, torches, all 3 types of pickaxes I'm bringing with me, stack of building blocks, shovel. The bucket of water is 100% necessity, and as is the diamond pickaxe for sure as well. A bow for some range shots, some arrows, and a stack of wood. So yeah, without wasting time, we're going to get to it. And today we're going to run this episode just a little bit different. While we're exploring and looking for the lava, I'm going to tell a little story about something that has happened in my real life. This will keep us moving, keep things interesting, and to get you guys to know a little bit more about me as well, because I know we've got a lot of people that are new to the channel, to my community, people that weren't here with me in the early days when I was only playing Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption. A lot of people I've met over on Twitch that have come over here, like my buddy who I want to shout out, who has commented on every single one of my Minecraft videos so far, Can I Loop. Thank you so much for your support. So yeah, to give you guys a little bit of idea of who I am. Everybody's, for the most part, seen my daughter, and that's the extent they know, is that I'm a parent and that my wife plays Dead by Daylight with me. But let's get into my work life. So I work for a Ford manufacturing plant, without disclosing the location or any names, but I build Ford vehicles of a certain kind. On the line we call them units. I am a member of the United Auto Workers Union, without giving away the local again, so as not to completely give up my location. But anybody who does any amount of backstory checking and whatnot, you could easily find out where I'm from. This isn't it. So again, I am part of the United Auto Workers Union, and I am a very proud union member. I support and defend our contract so wholeheartedly, so much so that it is my goal to defend people I work with and fight against poor management. The supervisor that is on the line that I work is a horrible supervisor. He's a bad supervisor. He's not a great person. He's just all around sucky, you know. So any chance I get to get one over on him, I do. And the reason it's gotten to that is because it started with he was trying to pull some shady shit, and I didn't let him do it. So now he's always, you know, it's like he's always out to get me because, you know, he writes me up because I ran out of parts. Not my fault. I didn't intentionally run out of parts. I just didn't have the parts delivered. The parts are supposed to be delivered every 45 minutes. We didn't have any in the whole plant of this particular part. This was about a year ago. Well, since then, this guy has always been trying to get one over on me, and he's always wrong. I'm always right, and he doesn't like that. Fast forward a year, and we had one of our tools that we use on the units to put in a certain part was broken, and it has been broken, and the job was put under protest, which means that, you know, they're letting people know, the people that need to know, hey, this gun is broken and it needs fixed. These guys can't do their job properly. Well, when that happens, you can't be punished for not getting your job done in a timely manner, because it's not your fault that the equipment's not working. And here's why we brought our bow. It's not your fault that the equipment's not working. There's nothing you can do about it. So why should you be punished for it, right? Right. So he decided he wanted to come over on the job that I was on and be a total butthead. This guy was not being a nice person at all. And so I told him at that point that since he was going to come over there and be hostile, that I wanted my union representation, my committee man. That is a federal law. It's part of the Labor Act, the National Labor Act of 1932. He kept repeating himself, so on and so on. He never got my committee man. So because he was harassing me and he didn't get my committee man, I filed a harassment charge against him. It's called a harassment grievance in our workplace. And we had a hearing and everything. And, you know, after the investigation was complete, the people I worked around were called down and all that. And after the investigation was complete, I was called downstairs by a labor representative, and they told me, we cannot tell you what was done about it, but we can tell you the situation has been handled, and neither myself nor the supervisor are allowed to retaliate for the claim or anything to do with it. Fair enough. Very fair. And my goal with that whole thing was, if I ask for my committee man, get my committee man. If a job is under protest, quit trying to punish me when you're not allowed to punish me. We're going to meet the standards of the contract and of Ford's policy. And if we don't, you know, we're going to talk about it. We're going to figure it out and get it taken care of the way it's supposed to be taken care of. Well, a couple weeks later, he's continuing his stuff, but you know, he's trying to have an argument with me about how things are done. Again, I'm right, he's wrong. Every single time I pull that contract book out, he thinks he doesn't have to listen to me, even though the contract says it, that a committee man has to be present. And so, yeah, I just keep, fine, get my committee man. If you want to have the committee man up here, get him up here. And then he tries to pull this whole, well, you still have to follow the orders given until your committee man takes care of it. And I don't do it. I stand there. I don't do anything if it's in violation of the contract, because I don't have to do it. My committee man does not have to be present to say that I don't have to do something that's against the contract. I can stand there and do nothing until my committee man shows up, as long as I'm right. And I only do this, mind you, in instances when I know for a fact that I am right. Is there lava down there? I see light. Let's find our way down. That's a nice way down. Hey, that's my leather from when I died earlier. So now we got to find our way back up. Oh, it's stair steps. So again, you know, I don't have to follow the order if it's against the contract while I wait on my committee man. I know the contract, and I know when I'm right that I don't have to follow some illegal order or some rule that's against the rules. Because if I do, and it's, oh, that was a creeper. Alright, we gotta try not to die here. If I follow these orders that are against the contract, I can get in trouble. So how do I know that that's not his goal, you know? So I'm not going to follow it. You're not, you know, I'm not going to get in trouble for that. Heck no. So what I do now is I just make him follow the rules, follow the contract that my union has agreed upon and voted for, and that Ford agreed with the union to partake in. We have a contract, and it will be followed. And this contract is to protect not only the union, but Ford's interests as well, you know? So that's why we follow the contract. Well, a couple weeks ago, or last week, one of the rules in this contract is that the salary members are not allowed to touch parts or the units in any way, shape, or manner that would promote production or would, you know, cause, you know what I mean, get the things down the line, right? Well, this guy decides we had a unit that turned sideways on a crosswalk and it stopped the line from moving. And he decided that he was going to go over there and move it. We have a rule in the plant, like I said, that they can't do that. We have another rule in the plant that says I am not allowed to record and I'm not allowed to share. I'm not allowed to record and share. Well, when this happened, I was leaned against the racks since I had no units in front of me, and I was on my phone. He automatically assumed that I was recording him. And he came to me and he said, I'm putting you on notice for recording in the plant when you're not allowed to record in the plant. I didn't argue the rules with him like I normally do. This time I just said, if you're putting me on notice for anything, I want my committee man. As a matter of fact, why don't you just go ahead and get my committee man for me? It was put under my understanding that he did call labor like he's supposed to, but he also tried to contact my committee man directly, which is against the rules. By national labor laws, I am allowed consultation with my union representation without any kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Any kind of, you know, influence from management. And by contacting my committee man directly, he's denying that right. So once again, he's ignoring labor laws and ignoring our contract. So so the next day he came up to me on the line and he told me, come with me. I'm like, all right. So I grabbed my phone and I grabbed my drink. And I was like, all right, we start walking like we're going towards, you know, the labor relations office, which is where you go when you get rode up for a hearing. And I said, yo, where are we going? He's like, we're going to go talk. I said, about what? He said, that stuff yesterday. I said, what stuff yesterday? He said, with your phone. Where am I getting shot from? With your phone. I was like, what about my phone? He's like, when you recorded me moving that box. I was like, oh, you're admitting that you moved a box? And he didn't have nothing to say to that. Well, what we went for was what's called an offline meeting. These offline meetings are normally headed by the supervisor and the committee man, while, you know, the worker just kind of sits there and listens. That didn't happen this time. I did most of the talking, not my committee man. My committee man chimed in when he needed to, but he let me handle it because, well, like I said, I don't need my committee man to hold my hand all the time. And it went from you recorded me to you were on your phone when you had units in front of you. Where'd that shot come from? To you were on your phone. There's the lava down there. That's where we're going. But first we do want to grab... Oh, we don't want to grab the diamonds yet. We are going to take note of where I just seen those diamonds, though, over there. So, yeah, this guy's got it out for me, and he hates it because I get him every time. Well, basically, because of what he was going to try to write me up and take me downstairs for, my committee man told him, like, look, you don't want to do that. You're going to get yourself in trouble. And he would have. He would have gotten himself in trouble. All right, so here's the diamonds. The coordinates are on the screen. I can look at those later. But yeah, he would have definitely gotten himself in a lot of trouble if he would have said, hey, you know, he recorded me moving a unit on the line. He would have been in deep doo-doo. And I say my committee man did him a favor by telling him, look, we're not going to go downstairs for this guy. We're not doing it. And we didn't. We just went and had a little talk. And in that little talk, I told him, you know, this is how it's going to be. That being said, another one of the workers in my area that has been here for a while and that this supervisor does like, did tell this supervisor, like, look, man, you need to leave Psycho alone. He knows what he's talking about, and you're gonna get yourself fired. And that's why we bring building blocks, guys. You're gonna get yourself fired if you keep trying to go rounds with him, and he just don't listen. So it is not my goal to get anybody fired. I'm gonna say that clear right now. It's never my goal to get anybody fired. But if it's me or him, you best bet it's gonna be him. So yeah, a little bit of fun there. This is the kind of stuff at work that I freaking live for. It's so much fun to jack with these supervisors. They're oh, that's not where I wanted that. So here's what we're gonna do. They can get to be so ridiculous sometimes. But that's the kind of thing that I just love to do. I love my union. I love my contract. I love the people I work with. The job sucks. I'm going to be completely honest. The job absolutely sucks. Yo, real quick while I'm thinking about it, one thing we want to be keeping an eye out for, we're not seeing a lot of mobs. So we're going to be wanting to watch for any kind of skulk. We definitely don't want to go into the deep dark right now. So we're just going to kind of keep our eyes open, looking around. You know, one way we could get down is with a water elevator. We could do that. We could do that. We're not going to, but we could. So I need, what is it? 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to grab like as many. I'm just going to grab a lot. I can't even remember exactly how many it is that I need for the. Hey, let's go this way. How many obsidians I need? We're just going to grab a lot. So there was your little exploration story. While we were, a little story about me and the things I do in my real life. And here's our pool of lava. So before we cut spawn light out, or cut lights out and start promoting spawns again, we're going to light this up a little bit around here. And then we're going to take down this lava. Alright, so to get this obsidian, bring the water out. We're just going to put it right here. And then we need our diamond pickaxe. And I'm going to mine out this closest piece of obsidian. Or actually, you know what? I'm going to mine that deep slate out. Pick the water back up. Put the water right there. And then we're going to stand in this water and mine the obsidian. This water will keep any kind of lava underneath it from, burning you or taking your items. And it will also propel you forward to the obsidian. And what you're seeing here is not mining fatigue from being in water. This is how long it takes to mine obsidian with a straight diamond pickaxe. So we're going to take out all of this obsidian here. At least this layer, for sure. We want a lot of obsidian. Right now we only need a few pieces. However, in the future we will need a lot more. So we're going to take all of this obsidian. So I just made a boo-boo. And I placed water underneath gravel. Guys, don't ever do that, because now our water source is gone. We have 8 obsidian. That's good enough for now. We'll take that, and we're going to go ahead and get out of here. So I'll meet you guys back at the base. Alright, my dudes, back over here at the starter base. We are going to build an enchantment setup. We don't have all the bookshelves we need yet, but we do have what we need to make the enchanting table. So to make the enchanting table, take some obsidian and place it in an upside down T here. Place 2 diamonds on either side of the upside down T leg, and we're going to need a book right here. So, since I forgot to make the book, first we're going to take 3 pieces of sugar cane to make 3 pieces of paper. Place the 3 pieces of paper there, a piece of leather, and again the book goes here, the obsidian goes like that, and the 2 diamonds here. There's our enchantment table, and we're going to find a place to put it, and I'm just going to place it in a decent spot. So the way this has to work is you have to have bookshelves surrounding it. So we go 3 bookshelves there, 3 there, and 3 here, and then the enchantment table has to sit in the middle like that. So to make the bookshelves, we're going to have to harvest the sugar cane over here to get books, and the cows as well to get leather. And I don't think I have any leather in here. I do have leather. Wow. So we need to harvest the sugar cane to make the paper, and the cows to make the leather. We do have enough to make 2 books here, but you need 3 books for a bookshelf. So I'm going to harvest up some of this sugar cane, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, we have enough for 1 more book. So make 3 pieces of paper, and we'll make our book. Alright, and then to make a bookshelf, 3 books in the middle here with planks on top. So we'll need 6 planks. So planks on top and on bottom. And there's bookshelf. The bookshelves will be placed in these spots like so. We need a total of 15 bookshelves. I always just do 2 high in all of those spots. So it makes 18 of them. But you don't have to have it. But you need 15 of them within this circle. They have to be 2 blocks away with no more than a block of space in between and no higher than 1 block above it. So the same level and 1 block below. And when you do that, you get more enchantments. As you can see here, we place our lapis into the table, and we place an item in there, and the highest level we got here is level 4. We need level 30, and we'll cover this more in the next episode. But with all that said and done, guys, that is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Next time, we're going to have the enchantment setup completely done behind us, go over enchantments, and we're going to do something fun. So with that said and done, guys, as always, I will see you on the flip side.